Yeehaw, everybody. I'm back with an update about the hysterectomy surgery I spoke about last time. So, before I jump into that, I wanted to elaborate on the stopping testosterone situation because last time I felt like I was just like, hey guys, I'm stopping testosterone. And that's it. No explanation. It's kind of just out of the blue, it seems. So, yeah. So initially, I was curious, first of all, whether I would be okay if I were to stop taking testosterone, and if the monthly cycles were to return, how I'd react to it, and whether I could tolerate it now because I have all the other major changes on T that I was initially striving for. I pass pretty much 100% as male these days, so I wasn't sure if I could live my life without T, basically. And so I wanted to try it out, see how it went. But also want to mention that I will be going back on testosterone after I recover from surgery. So yeah, my body won't be able to produce enough estrogen or testosterone to maintain a healthy hormone level in my body. So my body will probably break down without enough hormones, one or the other, to regulate stuff. So yeah, I will be back on T, most likely in the fall, unless I recover much faster. But yeah, I'm just gonna say the beginning of fall time. But yeah, it'll be a lower dose, I think, than before, since I won't have to fight the estrogen anymore. So okay, yep, that's it. I just wanted to add that in to also clarify that as well. The second concern was while I was on T. So I was on T for about 4 years, sometimes on and off, but overall 4 years. And so it might be TMI, talking about my sexual activities now, but when I would have orgasms, the big O, I would experience some cramping on the right side of my lower belly area downstairs. So I noticed the cramping, every time I did that, it would happen. So a friend of mine also mentioned that cramping as well. And then I watched a video of another trans guy who also experienced it, and then he got a hysterectomy and is all good now. So I feel like there's some kind of pattern going on with that, and I don't think a doctor has really looked into that because they haven't really done any long-term studies on the person taking, biologically, female person taking testosterone higher dose for over, say, three years. But I feel like that is a pattern in that population, and it has something to do with testosterone. Because cramping is kind of common, especially when you're going through the cycles. But when you're not, and you're not bleeding, but you're still cramping during those activities, yeah, that's not normal, in my opinion. So that was kind of concerning. So anyway, I stopped T and realized, OMG, I did not want to bleed for another 25 years. And I just couldn't imagine myself going through that for the next half of my life or more. So Yeah, I went to the doctor, had the consult. Sitting in the office was pretty awkward because, it's a gynecology office. And then you see this guy, like the only young male looking individual, just sitting there by himself. People probably thought I was there waiting on my grandma or my mom, but nope, just me. And then eventually they come out and they're like, they call the name, and I get up and I'm like, oh, yes, that's me. Yep, and I didn't even look at the other people probably looking at me like, what is going on? Am I in the wrong office, or is he in the wrong office? But anyway, yeah, that was kind of awkward, but it was like the most nervous part of that visit, the consult visit. The other part of it was like the exams downstairs, which is more painful than awkward, because they had to like probe down there, and after a while of being on T, the what's it called? I don't even know, but like the opening, and the tunnel, I'm just gonna call it the tunnel, gets smaller to the point, like small enough that even like a finger going in would cause immense pain. And yeah, it was just oof. She had to like switch to like a smaller probe, and it was still quite uncomfortable. So that part was painful. But screening went well, so health-wise, I'm great. So it was just necessary to do, unfortunately, basically compared to a pap smear, I guess. So after that, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna do a total laparoscopic hysterectomy for you. So basically removing the whole female reproductive system, like both ovaries, the fallopian tubes, the uterus, cervix, like whatever else, it's the whole system. So I won't even need pap smears anymore after that, which is awesome. And my surgery date is July 29th of this year. I'll be in recovery for right now 6 weeks. Post-op consult is August 29th, like exactly a month after, and we'll see how I'm feeling then. But yeah, I'm gonna take it easy though after the surgery, obviously, but still move around a bit. Hopefully, no complications this time. But yeah, the doctor I went to didn't seem too familiar with the trans population, so she was like, interesting. I just don't know too much about trans people, like specifically trans men going through this. So I kind of had to educate her on my experience and just why I'm here and why I need her help. But she was really willing to help. Like, there was no doubt about it. She was like, yeah, I can definitely do this for you. Like, I do this all the time. And she was very patient with me, respectful. So luckily my surgery is covered by program through my job, so I don't have to pay for the surgery itself or the consult post-ops, but I do have to pay for the lab work, the EKG test, and whatever else, and that's about it. Then I just wait for the surgery. Yeah, so exciting. It's been a really busy week for me, so busy weekend as well. But yeah, that is a very big update for you. Gonna try to make another video maybe as it gets closer, or after surgery if I can stay awake. I heard that I get pretty drowsy afterwards, so we'll see. But yeah, that's it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.